Hey, everybody. Welcome to the season finale, the actual season finale. If you've been here the last 3 weeks, you know that we've had 3 weeks of season finales, but it's probably happening this time. So thanks for sticking around with us. I mean, I don't know what you guys are going to do. Sometimes you guys do strange things, and then
That's true.
we have some announcements for you guys before we get started with our nerd stuff. First of all, we have merch now, officially licensed merch. Hooray! Sky's going to have a sweet new bikini. It's going to be excellent. It has the narrator on it.
So excited.
Yep. She just dropped that link in chat, so you can check that out. And you can wear our character faces on, I was going to say on your face, but that's not right.
On your body. You can wear it on your body.
Somehow worse.
You can, yes, exactly. Wear Oleg's face on your body. Perfect. Wait, that we're just gonna steamroll through that. Our next announcement.
I'm not saying no.
Not saying no.
Our next announcement, starting next week. Starting next week, Ghosty?
Yeah, it's next week.
We have a brand new campaign DM'd by Ghosty. I am very excited to hop in as a player on his campaign. It's going to be great. You nerds ready to play some D&D?
Yeah.
Yes. Previously on the Bronze Kingdom Carnarium. There's not a ton on previously on because for most of the time you were fighting Rakdos, who crawled inside Malakar's corpse. Don't make that face. Don't make that face at me. It was cinematic and you all know it. So this demon-made flesh crawls inside the corpse. You are able eventually to bring him down. A couple of you went down. Ken attempted to bind and then destroy Rakdos. However, Rakdos saw what you were up to and banished you to a different realm so that you were unable to get LDB'd by Anariel. Exactly. So you eventually are able to bring him down. And his last words to Oleg, who is the one who landed the killing blow, were that the wards are still down. So I guess fuck about and find out. And he says he'll be back. That's pretty much it. At the very end, Anariel discovers the vial that held Malakar's soul, and she's able to figure out that it needs to be realigned with the soul's frequency in order to recapture the soul. And that is, that's not where we left it. Yeah, the door orcs who were coming in, landed a couple of shots. They were talked down by Oleg, who was able to convince them that Malakar was dead. They have no leader. This is not a fight that they need to have. And they were convinced.
It's called diplomacy, Gael. Take notes.
Oh my gosh. Oleg, I'm so sorry. I'm just such a brute normally. You're right.
It's not always about killing all the time.
I just have this bloodlust. What am I supposed to do?
It's true. All right. As we pan into the room, there's a few pretty visibly injured orcs at the door, a few orc hybrids that are kind of awaiting orders behind them. The rest of you kind of in different places throughout the room. And this vial kind of humming at Anariel's feet. What do you guys do?
Oh, God.
Ken is collapsed in front of Gira and Dash, sword still in hand, but just kind of down to his side, back against the wall, breathing heavily. He'll look up at Anariel and call from across, what did you need?
So the bottle with Malakar's soul has a rune on it. And I figure if we figure it out, it needs frequencies like chakra or something. If we get the soul back in, maybe the wards go back up.
Oh, good. Okay.
Are you good?
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, so we have to rebottle Malakar's... fuck. And there's a rune?
There's a rune.
I mean, what if instead of getting the soul, we just scooped up pieces of his body all over the place? We could just stuff those in.
Oh, if it sounds like it's specific to a rune, then it, it won't be a physical material. It'll be a ethereal material. Um, Torin, you bastard. Okay. He'll get up with his sword as kind of a cane and limp over to you.
Dash scoops under your other arm to try and like help you get over there.
Thank you. And I will. Can I roll something to try and decipher this rune?
You certainly can. Go ahead and roll an Arcana for me.
Okay. Come on, don't fuck me here. Oh, it's a 15.
15. Oh, you barely made it. So you think about Torin, and you see on the pommel of that sword that rune is still glowing, and you try and remember everything that he told you about these runes, and you know that it has something to do with an arcane resonance, that the specific way that these runes are carved into the bottle creates some type of binding resonance. So it's something about the carving is what you remember.
So I will relate that to Honoriel. Is the bottle corked right now, or is it open?
It's open.
It is still open. Okay, and we can see Malakar's business up top here.
Yeah.
Flashing about. Can I hold the bottle up with the intent to summon his soul into it?
As you hold it up, nothing happens.
You bastard.
So when I felt the feeling that it needed to be realigned, or however we phrase this, did it feel like I need to give it magic, or is this kind of like a brain thing?
You can roll to see.
Okay, what do you want from me, Daddy?
You can do a Arcana check for me.
Okay, it's a +4. We might be okay, guys.
You got it. You got it. You got it.
22.
22. As you are looking at this, you actually get assistance from someone who you don't like very much. It's advice that you get in your brain that you
that was
know
all.
either it either comes at a cost to you or is for his own selfish reasons. Your patron very rarely does things for the good of others, but whatever his reasoning, you hear him whisper into your mind, runes work through the act of carving.
Okay. I will take out. I have a dart for some reason. I'm gonna take out my dart and take the thing back and just trace over the rune that's already there.
Ooh.
Give me a sleight of hand.
What am I sleight of handing? Oh, to not break it. Okay.
Oh God.
Sleight of handwriting, if you will.
Sleight of handwriting. Okay. That is a 16.
As you are starting to carve, you notice that the dart is not meant for this, and it slides out of place a bit, chipping it. And you see that there is a pulse of magic as your hand twitches, and this rune changes the meaning slightly. And I need you to make a dex save.
Okay. That's a nat 1.
Ooh.
R.I.P. gang.
Bye, guys.
Hey, it was
Bye,
a low,
guys.
it was a low roll. You're okay. As your hand shakes and traces this rune incorrectly, you slightly change the meaning of it, and a pulse of wild magic just blasts from it, and you take only 4 points of
Okay.
bludgeoning damage as you are kind of propelled backwards from this bottle.
I'd like to catch the bottle if possible.
All right. You want to try and catch it before it falls to the floor?
Yeah, so it doesn't shatter.
Okay, you can make a dex check for me then.
Yep.
Is this like free combat or
That's
free
a
movement?
18.
Yep, free movement.
We're not in combat. Yeah.
Okay.
18, yeah. You snatch it.
Perfect. Oh, look at it. I didn't grab any of his stuff for... I have an ink pen. I'm assuming that this is like one of those old, like, sharp as shit pens, you know, because it has an
Yeah.
ink well and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
I'd like to try to use that to
All right.
trace over the rune.
All right, hit me with a sleight of hand.
Come on, don't fuck me here. Oh, fuck.
We don't do good at this.
That's an 8.
Go ahead and dex save for me, buddy.
Oh God.
That is a 15.
And as you, again, same thing. That this pen just you feel like you're following it, but it's almost like the runes themselves have a different resistance than you would expect, considering they are carved into glass, as though they themselves have a certain thickness to them. And as you are trying to get it lined up perfectly, it goes awry. And again, this surge of magic pulses outward. And not only is there a blast, but also you feel it reverberating underneath you in the tower, up the walls, as bricks begin to fall. And you take what was your save that you made?
15.
15. Yeah.
You take 11 points of damage.
Okay. So doing this on glass is not working. Okay. What if I tried to carve it into my sword like the other runes on it?
Well, you think his soul will go into it?
Why
I'm
not?
assuming you're saying this out loud.
Yes, it's a soul. It can exist within things. It doesn't have to be in a bottle, right? I mean, souls are inside of us, and we're not, empty in the physical sense. But I feel like it would be a lot safer to try to carve it into metal. You have to kind of have recarving it instead of tracing it, like a.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
Yo,
just.
I mean, let's try it. Hey, you need like a proper carving implement, and I take out the boot dagger, still fresh with Rakdos Maladaddy blood.
Perfect.
I'm gonna cast guidance on Ken as he's doing this, so it's a D4.
Thank you. All right, perfect.
Welcome.
Do we get any? Is there any other buffs to this, utilizing these materials in this usage, or is it just still straight?
I think it would just affect the DC
Gotcha.
if DM is feeling gracious.
Do you still get a D4 from Emboldening Bond?
Has it been 10 minutes? Is Emboldened Bond still good, Daddy? It's only a 10-minute.
It would be because you're based on the rounds of fight. Like that was a.
So then, yep. So then you get 2 D4s.
Okay, perfect. Okay. All right.
You got this.
Okay, so that's a 14 plus. Hold on. 5. So it's a 19.
19.
A 19. With a 19, as you are tracing the runes, this time you have a steady hand. You know metal, you know blades. This is this is an art form to you. And as you carve it, you see that Malakar's soul begins tugging from the ceiling. And it wants to cling to it. It is, you can tell there is resistance as this soul is being pulled forcefully from where it's trying to protect these runes on the ceiling that he carved.
The sword
And you're holding on as the sword almost is pulling towards it as much as the soul is pulling towards the sword, both of them acting in tandem to try and pull towards each other. And go ahead and make a wisdom save.
You still have Emboldened Bond.
Would you make me do a wisdom save?
Are you by? Wait. You're by Oleg, so you get +3 as well.
Perfect. So 12, 13, 14, 15.
But I was wrong. It's Constitution. I read the next one.
Okay. Constitution.
The next
is,
next one.
is a little better. So
Hello?
17, 18, 19.
The next one's only a maybe. Only a maybe.
I can do wisdom, baby. Wisdom is me.
26.
20.
Holy shit.
There is not a next
Oh,
one
God.
because as you look at this soul, the soul who corrupted your brother's mind, the soul who brought down the wards, the soul who allowed Raktos to enter your motherfucking plane, you plant your feet. And although you are on the brink of consciousness, you have lost so much blood, you grip the pommel of this sword with two hands and you pull it back down as you are wielding it as though ready to strike. And you rip Malakar's soul from the ceiling and it sucks into your brother's sword.
Perfect. I'll collapse and then look to Oleg. Look, I know that we already have been doing a lot. Do you mind carrying me for a bit? I'm just gonna make sure no one can steal this sword. I need
Yeah,
an
no,
hour.
I mean, all things considered, I felt worse.
Perfect. All right, and I'm gonna start the soul bond process with this while he's carrying me, so that it can't be stolen.
Does anybody else need healing right now? I'm gonna
Yes,
cast
please.
healing word. So, does anybody else need it, or how are we doing?
No, give it to Ken.
Alright,
I'm at
Ken's-
9 hit points.
I'm a little bit
All right,
hurt, but
Okay,
definitely
I got
can.
you. Oh my god. That's only 13. That's 13
Better
for
than nothing.
Better than nothing.
fourth
Better than
level
9.
spell slot. I
Better than 9.
hate that's okay. And then because of that, I'm gonna go ahead and use my very last channel divinity, and I'm going to walk around everybody. So anybody that I walk next to is going to get bullshit. Is going to get 11. It's going to give more 11 healing. It's 2d6 plus 4, and I got an 11. But everybody gets 11, so that's
I
fucking.
mean, I don't want to nerd out on you, but 2d6 plus 4, you technically got better than average with an 11.
I will kick Oleg in his shins because I felt compelled to. For
In
some reason.
felt
fact,
compelled.
you got exactly average. The average that roll would be expected to be is 11. So, congratulations.
I need you to know,
Nerd.
Danny, that like the bucket of your comeuppance when I see you in person just gets heavier by the day. So just be
When I
prepared.
catch you, Ricky.
Your comeuppance bucket is full.
We gotta get a
Just
bigger
full
bucket.
of
We gotta get a bigger
comeuppance.
bucket.
Bigger bucket.
As
Yes.
Oleg begins to carry you, Ken, down the stairs, the orcs kind of looking around, kind of directionless at the moment as you begin moving.
Oh, they're just directionless? Okay, I'd like to look at them and like, do you want jobs?
What do you mean?
Like, do you want paid jobs?
They look at each other slightly confused.
Oh, Ken, you're just speaking to him all wrong. You need to speak orc at him. What you mangy gets, he says you exchange hard labor for scrag,
What kind of scrag?
the shiny bits.
and homes, places to rest your mangy asses.
Ken, please, you're out of your element.
You're
right
also
now.
you're being physically carried right now.
Yeah. You see,
Carried,
I don't know.
gripping the sword with all my might, and just like.
Ken, you see, orcs respect strength above all else, and you are currently being a bit emasculated right now. Carried.
Okay, will you just offer them gold and refuge if they stand at a 4-point guard around Gira and Dash for the way back to the capital, and then also I will, I don't know, get them into the Queen's Guard somehow. Just do something with
Oh
them.
my god! I mean, I feel like we should shoot a bit
No,
lower than that.
Gael
I'm telling
makes
you
a
to
face.
tell them that.
So, we need you mangy swords to be following us. Anybody tries to get in our way, you knock our heads in, eh?
Wolf is the other orcs, though.
Knock all the heads in.
Knock all the heads
Yeah,
in.
we
You got
point,
it,
you
boss.
knock.
You got it, boss.
Well, that worked out really well.
Yeah. I mean, you just gotta know how to talk to people sometimes, you know? You can't go in swinging every single time.
Absolutely, yes. All right, I have to whisper at this sword for an hour, so just bear with me.
Yep. Well, you know what? Because it's a special occasion, one last spell slot. I think it's time for whatever horse number 5 should be named.
Hold on, wait. Wait, can I get on your shoulders again?
I mean, you're on my shoulders currently.
Oh, I thought you were carrying me. Like a,
No,
like a,
but like just
oh.
over my shoulder, like a sack of potatoes. No, I need one.
Oh, I thought you were delicately.
No,
Yeah, I thought princess hold.
Yeah.
No, this is like Shrek carrying a princess.
Yeah.
Hold.
No. We need to erase the runes on the wood.
Oh,
Ken,
okay.
I am so glad you remembered that. You guys were gonna leave, and I was like, "Do I tell them that they didn't do this?"
They need to be
Gael,
Carnarium
erased.
just climbs the walls.
Do you know mending?
And I have mending, yes.
Beautiful. Mend the shit out of that wood.
Mend.
And then actually, you know what? On top of that, set it on fire and let's walk out of here.
Sacred flame.
And let's go.
As the fires take hold of the wood, most of the walls are stone, but you see they're lined with bookshelves, they're lined with different desks and tomes, and everything begins lighting up. And you can see it's in any other moment it would be a bit bittersweet because you think of all of the knowledge in this room, but at this point this is knowledge that you don't you know where it came from. You know that Rakdos is the one who gave him these runes, and likely something you don't want to escape this place. And as the flames begin licking the walls and you can feel the heat on your cheeks, you begin to make your way down the stairs.
We go. We are. What's the plan? Where are we going? What are we trying to find the queen? What?
I
What do you mean find the queen?
I feel like we need to get back to Vaco.
Yes. Where would we find the queen? She's all the way back in the capital.
No.
No, about that. Yeah.
Anariel, you wouldn't know that either.
Oh yeah, sorry. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, no.
Forgot about that.
Queen Severine is here. She's come to the wards. She was at. She's here.
The queen was at the wards this whole time.
Well, I mean, she was southish of them.
Well, yeah, with the.
Didn't you say Vacal was attacked by demons?
Well, mostly it was attacked by orcs in the beginning, but we did open it up for a brief moment so that we could slip through.
Yeah, and then also this brief moment that they were down.
Yeah, but that was so brief.
Does Ken and Anariel know everything that's going on that we know from the
we didn't talk to him
you
about it
guys
'cause
didn't
we
tell
came
us.
up on him and Torin was dead.
Gael would bring all of
Yeah,
that
we'll
up. She
tell
would
them that's
explain the
what we
queen's
want.
here, the demons are here, the other Elven kingdom hasn't marched on us yet, and then just basically describe the chaos that we saw before coming out here. Gael would fill everybody in on that as we're walking. We must make haste. We need to go. We need to tell her everything. She's well guarded, Ken, of course, but I mean,
We have to
but
tell her everything.
yes, we must.
I mean, who knows how many of them demons slip below the ward? Like, there's probably dozens, maybe hundreds of them.
We must hurry. We need to go. Can we get there? Rush? Should we send Rush ahead? Because this is Rush's thing. Should we send?
We have the horse.
We have the horse.
Oh, another one. Okay.
Yes.
At this point, yes. Okay. Can the horse carry all of us? I mean, Rush can run, but can the horse carry all of us?
Obviously, the horse can't carry all of us. The horse could probably carry one
wait.
of me or two of the small ones.
Well, Oleg
I
can
can-
run.
I
Carrying
also.
me.
Oleg can run carrying you. I just killed a fucking greater demon up there. I don't know if you saw.
Oh, right. I figured that wasn't enough to really get you down.
Let's see.
No, I mean maybe like an apple for the road or something, and I'll be good.
Gael is going to wild shape. She's going to wild shape into a beautiful, because she's still in winter, pure white mare.
Oh.
A billy goat, Oleg? A
I
billy
just
goat.
thought for sure.
Where's the bucket? Where's the bucket? This
Very
is the
beautiful billy
fastest
goat.
speed I have access
Although the
to.
boy billy goats go
I
mad.
swear to God. No, she turns into a riding horse. She has a speed of 60 now.
As you exit the tower, I assume, is once you are out in the camp, you do get some looks, some raised eyebrows from the camp around you, but the orcs acting as your escort give you enough credibility that most of the others in camp they kind of give a shrug.
Do they seem concerned that the tower is currently burning to the ground?
Let's see if they even noticed that.
It's fine.
They didn't. This is the B squad who got left behind.
They'll
notice it eventually. As of right now, it's mostly just smoke. But this is the tower of a mage. Smoke comes out of it sometimes. That's not a big deal, honestly.
It's in our favor.
So,
Frost has his Drake. And
yeah.
I know that his ethereal voice would tell us, yes, go ahead, use it. In a very
I don't think we can ride
good
it, though.
Irish
It's
accent.
medium-sized.
Yeah, medium's pretty big for a Drake.
Medium's like our size.
We
said
talked
like
about
a
we
dog.
talked about this last time. It wouldn't be able to fit into the tower because of how big it was, right?
I think he might be turning his camera.
He got there fast.
Oh,
Okay,
Medium-
I don't
so
know.
we've got Rush running. We've got 5 Tua over there. Gael is also a horse. We can carry each. Like I would only allow for Gira and
Dash.
Dash to be on me. I would
That's fair.
not. And then horse Tua can carry who?
Oh yeah,
The 3 of you?
The Drake can carry one person.
Perfect. So that's
Which
So
probably
the Drake
fine.
carries Frost. Can 5 Tua carry Oleg, Ken, and an Ariel?
Absolutely
We also have
not.
Finn.
I mean, it's just a regular horse.
I'll just walk with Finn. You guys get on the horse and go.
We do
We'll
have
just-
Finn with us.
Because I get there later.
I don't like that.
Just let's get people there, and then I'll walk with Finn and Ariel because I'm not doing too well. Oleg, you get on the horse and go. It's better for you to get there.
Yeah, but when you're the Queen's guard, we're going to the Queen. We're going to go save the Queen.
Yes, and-
Potentially, I'll be like, you need to be there.
Yep,
Even if
absolutely.
I'm carrying you.
100%, and we will get there. But the most important thing is that there's possibly demons inside the wards right now, and they need you, a ward knight, to be able to get let in.
Right.
Can everybody make a perception check for me?
Yep.
Why?
I feel like because there's probably horses in the war camp. Now
Nope,
that I'm
that's a
thinking about
2.
it.
Nat 20 for 28.
It feels reasonable now that I'm thinking
Nat
about
20
it.
for
Yeah,
28.
As you guys are
23.
walking,
I'm
you're
not.
walking, you're planning, you guys are talking quite a bit about how you can possibly figure this out. Your diligent orc guards looking for Scrag are just nodding along behind you, looking at each other quizzically, but they're like they're Southerners. They probably do things differently. When you walk by a literal stable full of different beasts.
Right.
I like to think that Gael is pointing with her hoof right now.
Yeah,
like very like daintily pointing like
What is it, Gael? Is Timmy stuck in a well?
I will cut you down. She will end
No, I like to
everybody.
think Gael's a horse. She smelled the stables. She's like, oh,
No.
who's there?
Like this.
In her
Hello.
Horse girl.
Are
Horse
there
girl.
stallions?
Horse
We have any
girl!
stallions around? Listen.
Nope, this got weird. Yeah,
she's
let's
in beast mode.
can we jump? Can we
don't like this
steal
at
these
all.
horses? Steal them. What am I talking about? You're the bad guys. Let's take these
I mean,
horses.
these are ours now. Yep.
Yep.
We're gonna requisition these for the war effort.
Yep.
Is we getting on horses too?
Yes.
I mean, do you know how to ride?
Go from there, you just get on and then you stay, right?
Pretty much, exactly right. Unlike you, you're an industrious young lad. What is your name?
Gurok,
Durock, good name, strong name. After your father, obviously.
my mother.
Also, yes, I've been away for a while, but
All right.
I mean, I feel like you just need a manager, right? Like you just need somebody to point you in a direction. You were following Malachar. That dude sucked,
You
right?
Bit
Sturgog,
of a
total,
prick.
yeah, and Sturgog, total butt plug.
No, he's pretty big lad though.
No, but I mean, I killed him like so easily.
Is it true?
Yeah, I'm gonna ask any of them.
Kyle's like snorting like along like
Yeah,
very
no,
much.
Get down
I
like the
trash
dog
talked
he
him and I
was.
kicked the shit out of him. He
Yeah.
tried, even, I think.
Make a deception check.
Damn it. Sorry. I went too deep. Deception, huh?
Mhm.
Deception.
That's an 11, a paltry 11.
He didn't fucking cry.
No,
Did you
he
even
didn't.
fucking kill him?
No, listen, he
I'm
didn't
sorry, what did you
cry.
just
I
say?
embellished that part to sound cool. But yeah, obviously I killed him. Can't tell him about the time that I killed Turgok.
I'm sorry, did you just question his story?
Are you
Yeah.
still being carried?
No, I would be on a horse at this point.
Okay. Yeah, I question his fucking story.
Oh,
Gael kicks
Right.
him. I want a horse kick him in the face.
Gael!
that's what
good
happens
guy.
when you question the story of your betters.
Let me see. I need to find the
Their-
riding
their
horse
attitude
stat
towards
block.
Southerners is not
You
improving.
guys! You
Should I
guys!
still be
Guys.
standing here or should I just be running?
Go.
You should go. You should
Yeah.
go.
You should
go.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna,
I'm gonna-
can, I-
I thought we were
can I
moving.
kick it? Can I kick it? Can I
That's
kick him?
You can. It's
Wait, is
easy.
he on a horse?
He's like leading a horse out of the stable as
Okay.
you're saying this.
I'm gonna start running.
Yeah, you're gonna start an international incident.
Nat 20.
You
And it's a plus
square,
5. 25.
square in the chest.
Are you going to
Kick
question
him.
him again after that?
Let me roll damage. 2d4 plus
Are you
3.
gonna be ready to fight an entire war camp?
Well, it's just
We
this
gotta
one
go,
guy,
guys.
right?
His-
He got kicked by a
his-
horse. No one's going to be like, oh, that guy got attacked. They're going to be like, oh, no, a horse kicked him. That happens. This is the B squad, right?
Exactly. 9 damage. She can't talk in wild shape. She's just a beautiful, majestic, pure white, gorgeous, the most clean, well put together horse you've ever seen. She smells really good as a horse too, you know.
Let me find this guy.
Well manicured hooves.
Gael, as you strike him in the chest with your back hooves, you hear the cracking of ribs. You feel his sternum shatter beneath you, and he drops dead to the ground at your feet.
I'll look at the other orcs. We good?
So glad I'm
Make
gone.
a intimidation or persuasion or whatever you're trying to do. Make that roll.
With advantage. Come on, I just killed a guy with one kick.
Okay.
get
I'm not going to say
advantage.
advantage because
You're
that's
part of
that's
the
a threat.
problem.
That is a 24.
I learned from you, Oleg. The fuck?
Man, roll reversal.
Is likely at it coming, I think.
Yep. And
I mean,
Surgot
actually,
cried
that
when he
would-
died.
Maybe a tear.
Good enough.
Mm.
Let's go. So,
Oleg's gonna have a heart attack.
more scrag for you guys.
This doesn't seem like the right way to make friends, is all.
Honestly, the role reversal between Gael and Oleg right now.
It's crazy.
The rage is building
young
in me.
gentleman could have been a future ward knight. The senseless bloodshed.
Guy,
This is where you're drawing the line?
right? Horse guy spit. As Oleg is thinking this.
Alright, we ride
As
off.
Danny is thinking. Yeah.
We're going.
Let me know
It is,
after an hour passes.
Me too.
It's 20 miles to get back to the wards, so you will have a bit of time to be thinking.
We just
Is this like a short rest amount of time or
Yeah, this is a short rest
more
amount of
spell
time.
slots, baby?
Spell slots!
Spell slots.
Yes, nerd Danny.
horse can go 20 miles per hour.
Yeah, but you're through wood, not through heavy woods.
Yeah, max speed of a horse is 44 miles per hour.
You're going 20 miles per hour through a heavily wooded old growth forest.
Probably. I was just pointing out.
So, I hate to talk from the void here, but Frost does have favored terrain and mountainous terrain, and anyone in a group will not be slowed down by said terrain.
Including horses.
They're
Mhm.
part of our group now.
Back, is
It
that
part
you?
of the group. I'm from the void. It's dark. I can't see.
It's
Stop
dark in here. As you are trotting along at 20 miles an hour through the woods, branches are whipping you in the
Zoom
face.
in.
They are leaping over fallen logs. Gira is holding on for dear life as you are heading down. As you guys are moving, Dash during this hour, so it is one. You'll have a full hour, so you will get a short rest. Everybody still. Dash is going to drive her little horse up next to Ken's as she's trotting along beside you. And her face is pretty serious, pretty reserved as she begins speaking to you. And you can tell she's struggling to find words as she looks at you, which is not something that she typically struggles with. And I have a question for you.
Of course.
I know you did not plan. I know you did not wish for him to go alone. But you are here. Ken, you are here, but I'm still a bit afraid because will you choose to stay or am I going to lose you but just slower? Because I want to stay, but I don't want to stay if that is the you that I'm going to get.
Ken will reach into his pocket and pull out that ring. And he'll hand it to her.
She takes it from your hand, and you can see like a forced half smile. A very romantic proposal of you.
No. Well, wait,
It was a joke. Don't panic.
Okay. Oh, yes. I used that ring twice now. And each time I had to make a choice. The first choice I made was selfish. It wasn't fair to you. But when Rakdos, when he emerged, all I could think about was the time that you spent in the Carnarium. And I didn't want your life here to just be a recreation of that. But I'm done throwing my life away.
There's a visible and audible exhale as she releases a breath that she was holding, waiting for your response. That is the answer I very much hoped that you would say.
Once we get this figured out, it'll be you, me, and Gira. Okay?
She almost falls off her horse as she tries to lunge over and give you a hug, but then remembers she's riding a horse, and later.
Right.
I'm on the horse right now.
Yep. Yes, you are. Right. Are you okay? It was a lot that just happened.
As you say, I have spent many years in the Carnarium. Honestly, that was normal Tuesday night.
Gotcha. Okay, perfect.
But Gira in front of her, she's kind of playing with her hair a bit. But I do think that we should maybe check in on this one a bit.
Oh, sure, absolutely. Yes. Gira.
Huh?
Hi, little bug. Hey, how are you?
Is it okay if I don't know?
Oh, absolutely. I don't know right now. So you not knowing makes me feel better. So I hope that makes you feel better that I feel better. Because if you did know right now, that would be scary because why would you know?
It was really scary.
It absolutely was. A demon came out of a man. That was terrifying. Yeah. But you know what? Me and your Uncle Oleg and your Aunt Gael and Aunt Anariel and Uncle Rush and Uncle Frost, we were all here for you, right? And Uncle Finn, too. He shot a bow a couple times and did pretty damn well.
Can I ride back with you?
Yeah, of course. Of course you can. Just, I'm doing this thing with the sword right now. So, yeah, here, you can... I'll hold you and this and somehow use my thighs to hold the horse, and this'll work.
At 20 miles per hour. Okay, good.
Getting smacked by Brad.
Think of the sword out at that point.
Uh, yeah, I'll take her, and I will when I'm done with the sword, I'll put it on my back, and I will just start talking to her about what's next, like that we're gonna go back and make sure everyone's okay, and then when that's done, we're gonna take a really long break away from fighting, and monsters and craziness, and then we're gonna figure out what we're gonna do from there together.
Together.
Yeah. Always.
All right. Is anyone else doing anything on this 1 hour, 20 miles an hour ride through hell of this pine forest?
Gael is a horse. Gael is feeling the
Gael is
wind in her
living.
mane. She is embracing the animalness.
Mm-hmm.
I think I just saw Gaia shit herself. I don't know.
The poopers.
Gael.
It was the prettiest, most polished, and it came out uniform, and it made a nice little.
Your poop can't be perfect either. Like you have to choose
Yes,
one or
it
the other.
can.
Either the horse is
No.
perfect or the poop is perfect. Choose one.
The horse is perfect, therefore the poop is perfect.
Mm.
Sorry,
So that's cool.
them's the rules.
And you're pooping going 20 miles per hour. Like, it's not going to be a clean experience. It's just, that's physics.
Ken and Jura are behind
Oh,
her.
like,
Did you stop? Do a, like, horse boot scoot on the road? No.
I swear to God. I swear to God. Gael is still a lady, and she will not hear of this disrespect. Why is anybody looking at her butt as a horse, anyways? That's what I want to know.
We got back to Vaca like the rest
That's what
of
I
us.
want to know. Why are people looking at Gael's horse butt?
Oleg goes 3 days without shitting, guys. Come on,
Yeah.
you're on a mission right now.
Whatever
He hasn't
it
shit this
takes.
whole time.
This old.
So disturbing. So disturbing.
Yep.
All right. If no one else is doing anything, Anariel, make a wisdom save for me.
Oh, okay. If I knew that's what this was, I wouldn't have done it.
No, you didn't. No, it's not that. It's not that.
Oh, it's not that? Okay, well,
No.
I got a 1.
No, you guys didn't.
So
You got a 1.
I got a fucking 1, so
As on this ride, as you're on this horse riding back, you have some time with your thoughts, and you think about the half orc who's riding next to you, and you can't help but think about the first person who you maybe felt something soft for, the first person who you kissed, and you try and pull his face from memory of this boy that you loved so long ago, and you think, and you can't remember the color of his eyes, but you think that they might have been maybe a ruddy red.
Questy. Oh my god.
And your thoughts continue as normal as you ride back.
Shame on you.
Shame on you. What is happening?
Patron is patient, my love.
And keeping his promises.
All right. Through the trees, about an hour later, I'm going to say it's more time because it's just not practical to have traveled through a forest that quickly. Slightly more than an hour later, you break into familiar woods, into woods that the ward knights kind of patrol and guard just north of the wards. And you begin seeing bodies. So many bodies. There's orcs and trolls and goblins. There's sooty piles that you know used to be demons because you've seen what happens when their forms fall. And there's knights. There are so many bronze corpses on the ground. You slow to a trot as you approach, and you see the battle's not active anymore. And you see people milling amongst the dead. You notice that there are northern orcs looking for their fallen kin among the bodies. You see others hoping in a vain hope that their loved ones will still be alive as they look face to face of their fallen friends. You also see knights in bronze lifting and carrying their fallen brothers and sisters. They carry them to where the gate wardens are currently holding open a portal. You do notice that although there are very clearly northern orcs and ward knights moving about the same space, that they almost seem to have come to an agreement at the time that the fight is over. We are taking a moment to mourn the dead and to deal with the bodies of the fallen. And that is what you see as you approach the wards.
I think Gael, if it's been an hour, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she's come out of wild shape. I think she's gonna, I guess, try to, I don't know, help who she can help. Whatever healing she has left that she can spare, she'll try.
You see, there aren't many wounded ward knights on this side of the wall. You do see there are quite a few wounded as far as goblins, orcs. Part of the northern army are the ones who are wounded right here.
Gael helps anyway. She fully believes that there was from her dream in the beginning from Solara, knowing that this was not the right way, and then getting to see everybody, she doesn't differentiate anymore on the battlefield. She's just, we have to help them. They're people too. So
Would I have gotten the
Where was
benefit of
that
a
when you
short
kicked
rest
the
as
guy?
well?
You were just about to say something.
Too
I
many
was
people said things
defending
and I heard no
you.
one.
I'm
What'd
gonna
you say?
fight.
I said, where was that when she kicked that dude in the chest and killed him in cold blood?
That was not intentional. She's never been a horse before, and she was trying to make sure we got home safely, and she was taking a leaf out of your book there,
Tell
Oleg.
that to his parents.
Is this like a weird enemies to lovers thing that I need to know about as the DM? Like, I just need to know. I just need to know.
Listen,
I'm gonna to one of the groups of ward knights. Ward knight, did we win?
Holy shit. You I think you're the one who can answer that question better than I can.
Fair enough. And the demons they slipped through the wards while it was down.
If we thought it was chaos before, the hell that broke loose when the wards came down. And you see some of the northerners are also pausing in what they're doing right now for this conversation. Soon as they fell, those wards came down, the demons, they stopped picking sides. They unleashed on their own army. They took the opportunity and ran south. There is no accounting for where they've ended up. But
We'll get them. It's what we do.
good day to be a ward knight.
It's always a good day to be a ward knight. Right. Well, just job security then, right?
He looks around with kind of a somber look at all of the fallen. Our job security has been taken care of.
Right. Do you know if did the Lord Commander make it?
He did. He's inside.
Right.
And the queen?
She made it too.
Did I get a benefits from short resting while I ran, or no?
Oh no, not if you were
Yeah.
running. That was not a short rest for you. All right.
Sick.
As you
Should have brought him a horse.
That's okay.
do you have anything else you want to do north of the wards?
I'm going to part with our orc companions who came with us this far.
What about describe what was
Uh,
promised?
Gael, you paid a man.
Gael starts to feel around.
I'll pull out 11
Gosh, that's
gold.
I have been carrying my own stuff. Gael just shit ton of gold. She has 84 gold pieces.
These are the kind of scrag you guys get south of the woods.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh, that's right.
listen,
So
if you ever get your act together, if you ever want to be something more than what you are, come down, you say, Oleg the Colossal wants to speak with you, and they will let you through.
See, the reason I have trouble believing that is that we's usually shot on sight when we approach the wards.
Yeah, I mean, start yelling it when you get, within earshot. Don't be stupid, boy.
He pockets the gold, gives a contemplative stare, and begins ambling back towards some of the other northerners. Back everyone except Mac, I guess, who ran shrieking from his chair. Hope you had an amazing break. Hope you had some good snacks. Hope you had a chance to check out our sweet new merch. Don't forget about that. The link is pinned in chat. Check it out. Get yourself some Bronze Kingdom gear, some swag. Last we saw our heroes, they had just approached the wards, which are now restanding, and they saw some. I'm just going to keep going like a professional, boys. They saw Northern Orcs and Ward Knights alike kind of wading through the dead, dealing with the injured, things like that. And you once again pass through the wards as these wardens are holding open a gate for Ward Knights to bring through the bodies of their dead. And as you walk through, it's that same feeling of like walking through water. Your steps are slowed a bit. It's hard to believe that it wasn't that many days ago, just less than a week, that you passed through these wards the first time. And now you are finally returning south of the wards. As you come through, there's a somber hush to Outpost Backle. You hear the sounds of wounded, but over that is the quiet of those who are waiting, the quiet of those who don't know whether or not you live, but also don't know whether or not you succeeded in your mission, or if this is just another delay, just another pause before another deluge of soldiers, of demons comes upon them all. You walk into the courtyard and you see that the outpost has been reorganized and it has been turned into a place of rows. There is a row of wounded and there are rows and rows of dead. You see a sea of bronze in front of you as shoulder to shoulder, the bodies of Ward Knights are laid out on the courtyard floor from the battle, from the lives that they willingly gave so that you were able to sneak through and complete your mission. Each of the rows, both wounded and dead, are already longer than you would think possible, and they're beginning additional rows of each. And you can make perception checks.
Dirty 20.
I got a 5.
7.
19.
14. 12.
My ward knights, you can do this with advantage.
10.
It's like you're not really trying.
There's a lot of my brothers and sisters died today.
Mm-hmm.
A little shell shocked, you know.
A little shell shock, yeah. But what most of you notice, not Oleg, not anyone under a 15, Frost, the rest of you would recognize, but Frost, you know this face as you are walking through the courtyard. And to your right, you pause for a moment and you see the body of a dwarf. You see a dwarf that you recognize and a dwarf that you know walked heavily with a limp. As you see Baron the Arms Keeper laid in the courtyard of the dead.
Man.
You don't know Oleg.
Yeah, but
You're just
me
walking.
is the that's why I said it in my
Yep.
voice.
I
Frost
think
will,
Gaia would point out.
Frost will take a pause. Stand there and just give him a silent salute, a nod of the head, and then continue walking.
Gaia would stop and like put a hand on like Oleg's arm and like nod over to him because he's probably one of the only faces she recognizes. So
Yeah. He was uncommon among us. Ward Knights. Maybe one of the best of us.
He saw us off on
But-
every mission.
He is victorious in death. And his sacrifice is not in vain.
He did always want to die with an axe in his hand.
Yeah. Probably stacked up a pile of them before he went out.
Almost certainly did. As you are pausing for a moment to take in, and this one face has almost dragged your eyes to other faces, and before what you saw just as bronze, you are now seeing as the faces of your friends, Ward Knights. But you hear from behind you, "No fucking way! Wait, does this mean we won?" And you turn to the side of the wounded, and you recognize Heron, who greeted you before. She is the elf that has the long blue-gray hair.
I remember.
Of course you remember. And she's sitting in the line of wounded, but she is sitting upright. And both a healer and an artificer are working in tandem with her. You can see there's blood splattered on her face. Her hair is stuck to her forehead with sweat. And as you look at her, you see that her left arm stops at the elbow and does not re-continue. There is no longer any bleeding, but there's also no longer any arm. And she kind of holds up her severed arm with pride, holds up just the top half of her arm.
Yeah. You look more aerodynamic than last I saw you. Have you lost weight?
Lost weight, lost a lot of blood. No longer bleeding thanks to these two.
Hey, it suits you. You have a good pallor about your face. brings out the eyes.
Are you flirting with me, Oleg?
Maybe I'm just in a weird mood.
I'm fucking with ya. I'm going to be right as right in no time, though. Emery here is taking care of me. And you can see as you look at the artificer, he appears, what at first glance appears to be a gauntlet. But when you look closer at it, you realize that it actually is a metallic hand that is thematically, of course, made of bronze metal. And it kind of hums with a pulse of magic. And it seems as though the artificer is trying to kind of attach this magical hand in some way to her severed arm.
Well, if anything, it looks like maybe an upgrade.
Catch me in the sparring ring later and we'll see.
I'll do that.
As good at flirting as Ken is.
Ken is feeling very vindicated right now.
I don't know if you heard, but we did win. I shouldn't have buried the lead on this one, but
honestly, you'd be dead if you didn't. So
right,
I made the assumption.
Oleg,
right.
call her
And I
a
suppose.
bird.
Shut the fuck up, you.
Do it.
My name, because my name's Heron. Is that a joke?
Yeah, he's
right,
he's
wait.
really into birds. He's weird about it.
No, it's a thing Finn taught me. Never mind.
Finn is dead ass silent right now, just like arms crossed, like just watching happily whatever is playing out in front of him.
Right. So I'm gonna go talk to the Lord Commander now. We're gonna give him a report, and then I'll come find you.
Glad you didn't die. And she like lifts her arm to wave and like looks down at it and is like, Nelson.
Another day at the office. Are we close to Lord Commander?
You can make a perception check, or you can ask someone.
I just assumed he was in his office. That's a 13.
You guys, you don't see him around you. You guys are in the courtyard still.
Queen? Do we see the queen, or where the queen might be? Is there like a grand tent somewhere? That big boy that's with her.
That big boy.
I got an 11.
I got a 1 for a 7.
Jesus,
I got
16?
a 1 for a 6.
16? Trying to like not pay attention to this like awkwardness going on. She's like trying to like.
Gael is looking in any direction other than what the train wreck that's happening.
The only flirting that she's ever seen in real life is Ken and Oleg.
And Gael thinks that maybe she's going to die single and happy about it.
She hopes. Gosh, she hopes.
First of all, Finn flirted with an Ariel and it worked, okay?
I don't think she realized. I think Finn was so smooth that Gael didn't realize what was happening.
Ken flirted with Dash.
Yeah, she saw that was one of the bad examples.
It was bad.
Maybe even worse.
So debatable. Like.
I said maybe.
So
16.
16. Gael, looking any direction but whatever is happening, you do spot the queen, and you notice that the Lord Commander is with her. The first person you actually notice is Tyrion, because he is nearly 8 feet tall, and he is still immaculate. There are some specks of blood on his face, and his hair is maybe slightly disheveled, but overall he's still emitting that soft glow and just that kind of ethereal beauty that hangs about him despite whatever just took place here. You see the queen is still in her bronze scaled armor, and she is arms crossed, which is kind of unlike her. That's not the position that she was trained to hold. It's she's holding tension in her shoulders, and you can tell just by the set of her jaw that she has too many thoughts right now, and she wishes that she wasn't surrounded by people. And as she looks around, let's see who she sees first.
Gail's speed walking.
Speed walking away. As she catches the movement, the first person that she actually sees is Ken, and she breaks into a run.
Oh.
This is not a queenly walk. She is sprinting towards you and catapults against you as you are wrapped in a hug.
Queen, this is maybe not. Fuck.
Shh, shut up. Shut up.
Are you safe? Are you unharmed?
Are you safe and unharmed?
Well, yes. For the most part, of course.
I'm glad you're alive.
Yes.
I will.
We
We'll
have
speak later.
much to speak about. Can I?
And then her face falls a bit as she looks back, and when you follow her gaze, you notice standing beside Tyrion are only 2 members of the Queen's Guard. And she looks back to you. They served with honor.
They did their duty.
They did. They did it well. She takes one deep breath before failing to muster her queenliness, and Gael is similarly accosted to Ken as soon as she sees you.
It's body on body, like run, embrace, like back of the head holding, like
Absolutely.
tears. It is.
Yeah. You start crying. She starts crying. Like, this is.
It's full on. Yeah.
Exactly. And you can tell that she's like actually letting go for a moment instead of worrying about what people are watching and seeing and thinking about her. And she pauses only long enough to hold you back, Gael, and look at you. Have you done it?
And she just kind of word vomits everything, like nonstop, from the moment they left her to the moment they came back, in like a single breath, no pause. Just, she wants to get this information to the Queen, but I think she also feels like she just needs to unload. She just needs to let it go somehow. But she's just telling her everything.
Gael, maybe some of the things from when we first encountered one another again need to be said in private.
She hasn't brought that up. She didn't do the Torin thing. Yeah, no. That, I think until you just said that, she had honestly put it out of her mind. She had it. It
She
hasn't
repressed.
dawned on her. Yeah, it's repressed. And then like when you like say it, like the silent tears just streams down her face.
I see. You all went above your duty, and she looks at each and every one of you. Our kingdom still stands because of what you have done and what these ward knights have done. You should be very proud of yourselves. You have saved a kingdom. But we have work to do. And she kind of peeks to the side where Gira is kind of hiding behind Ken at the moment. And the queen, steps forward and kneels down in front of Gira and gives a slight bow of her head. You must be the Lady of Silvanara.
Gira.
Gira. And the queen gives you a bit of a look, but will allow you to explain later. Welcome to Olaya, dear. And at the formal greeting, Gira stands up as straight as she can and gives a bow that Gael would be absolutely proud of, a bow meant for royalty. And she performs it perfectly. Thank you, Your Majesty. Can I stay? I will need to speak with Ken, but I will not be the one to force you to go. You said we have things to discuss in private?
Yes.
Lord Commander, may we use your office? He gives a solemn nod. Should you like me to accompany?
No, please. I think that your men here need to be debriefed as well, and honestly could use your guidance. But thank you.
Huffs a nod and goes back to what he was doing. You can see that on his face, a large gash is slashed across the front. It's no longer bleeding, but based on the state of his armor, he was not back behind the wards. He shows wear and tear, and now he is doing some planning. So, who is going with the Lord Commander, or who's staying with the Lord Commander, and who's going with the Queen?
I'm saying.
I'll probably go with the queen, but I won't follow them in because I assume that they don't want me in. I'll just wait outside.
Okay.
I'm gonna
Carnarium,
wait outside too.
Okay. All right. So my ward knights are staying back with the Lord Commander, and the other 4 of you have walked away. So as you are walking
Bring
away,
Dash with me as well.
sounds good. And she unabashedly holds your hand in front of the Queen, not knowing that that's maybe weird.
Okay. I'll hold it back.
Yep. What is
You
Ken
didn't
gonna
have
do?
a choice, but she's happy about it. As they're walking away, those of you who stayed, Frost, Finn, and Oleg, you are now with the Lord Commander, who is not whispering, he is giving an order, a seductive whisper, giving an order to another ward knight who gives a nod of approval and walks away. He looks to you now and he puts his hand on each of your shoulders and gives you a nod, which is the most approval any of you have ever seen from this man, this very stoic, seasoned fighter. What happened out there? Wards came down for a minute, and we thought the worst.
So did we. In truth, it wasn't Malachar at all that we ended up facing. It was a demon that we had met in the hells. Rakdos.
Fuck.
Yeah. This will be the second time I cross blades with him. And truth be told, only the second time. Well, no. The first time we were outmatched. This time, I think it was just a portion of his strength. We beat him, but he'll be back.
I suspect he will.
I feel like it's worse than that. We've obviously fought things from the other realms. We've had them slip through. We've hunted them down, but we've never seen. When we were there, the numbers could not be counted.
Very rarely do we get glimpses into those parallel planes. That's why the wards went up, is those who had seen it saw the danger. But I fear they took it as a slight and a challenge. I've been wondering for some time if putting the wards up, well, if it didn't call them in.
Well, a problem with a ponder over, but maybe one for another day.
Indeed.
I'll give you your boot dagger back. It is covered in blood. I'm not sure if this counts as Malachar or demon blood, but I did keep my word.
I'll happily take either.
But I would ask, maybe I borrow it a bit longer.
He does not sheath it.
Demons have obviously slipped south. One to have slipped, outside of the battle, that probably terrorizing the people now. I would ask your permission to get a team together and go after them immediately.
He looks you up and down. Swing by the healer's tent first, but you'll have what you need.
Right.
We have recruits coming in from Supra to help us rebuild things here.
If I may, I already have a team in mind for it. I had not seen Saren, the healer. Did she live?
She did.
So I'd like to bring her. I'd like to bring Finn, Frost, if you'll join. And her in when she gets her new hand.
The commander looks over at the artificer. Shouldn't be long of a wait. Right. She's itching to get back at it.
As we all are, sir. And then when we get back, I'd like your permission to go north. There's talent there, perhaps untapped, and from the looks of it today, we're going to be needing men to fill those bronze plates. Maybe there's some of them worthy of our medal.
Make an insight check.
Ooh, 22.
22. He is surprised by you, and as he considers your offer, you can see he is upset that he did not think of that. I might have been underestimating you, Oleg. Permission approved. Hunt down these demons and get north of the wall.
Right. Lord Commander. And I go to leave.
He claps you on the shoulder.
Sir, there's no need to get so emotional.
You're right. He pulls his hand back.
Okay.
All right, we cut over to the Lord Commander's chambers, where Gael and Ken have just stepped inside with the Queen. The two Queen's Guard move to follow her inside, but they defer to you, Ken.
I look down at Rush, and I look at the two of them, and I just say, "You follow his orders," and point to the sides of the door where I want them to stand. I look down at Rush.
They
I go, "You still have my symbol, correct?"
Yeah, I pull it out.
As long as you hold it, you command them.
That's great.
Oh,
so cute. They give a dutiful nod. They don't even question. They don't even raise an eyebrow. They know their job, and their job is to follow what the commander of the Queen's Guard says. So they stand there. Tyrion the Empyrean does not ask or defer to anyone before following the Queen into the chambers.
we follow along.
I'll close the door behind everybody. Queen Severine, may I introduce you to Haberdash Dash. We are intertwined.
Queen's gonna insight check you. She
Ew.
raises one of her brows, and you can see a slight tinge in the corner of her mouth as she holds back a smile at your explanation. But she inclines her head. My lady, lovely to meet you. A surprise indeed, although I do not believe this is what you wish to tell me.
No, I just want you to understand she has my full confidence here. That's why she is in this room with all of us. My lady, Torn is dead.
And Gael told me what had happened before. Dare I ask what happened?
He fell at my own hand.
And she reaches out and she takes one of your hands. And she looks at it. You, Ken Locktooth, had the strength to do what very few could have done. And I see no stains on your hands.
My lady, in such a short amount of time, I've seen so much and gone through hell and back alongside Gael. I fear neither of us have returned unchanged. But we have important matters to discuss, and we can fill in the details later. Right now, an army is preparing for war against us. I'm afraid that is my fault as well.
Based on what Gael told me, you never had a choice.
Be that as it may, I will not let the fault lie on the kingdom.
What do you propose?
No matter what decision is made here, I will not allow Gira back into the hands of that monster.
I've been told throughout my entire life that I need to think differently as a queen. That hearts are dangerous. But those who taught me that are not the ones who stood at my side day in and day out. I will not allow this child to go back to that monster.
What of the kingdom?
A kingdom who does not do what is right does not deserve to be a kingdom.
Citizens do not deserve the war that I alone bring onto their shoulders. I know what you're trying to do here, and as someone who loves you, I'm grateful. But as someone who sees the political catastrophe here, you know what you must do.
As the political catastrophe, the only option that I would have is to send Gira back to her uncle.
Which we would not do, Ken, of course. You saw where she was when we found her. He was waiting for this opportunity, for any opportunity to seize a matriarchal line. He couldn't have done it any other way. But you gave Gira hope and kindness and love and a family in a cold, cold place.
I do not mean for you to send Gira back. I would not let you, should you try. If you publicly cut all ties with me, you make me an enemy of the state. You can say I was an outside agent. I will go into hiding with Gira and Dash. The kingdom...
Do you believe that would matter? That's not going to matter to him, Ken. Like I said, this was an excuse.
Correct. But what does a war look like to his allies when the kingdom he attacks is not at fault? Look, I have served under you long enough to know that these nobles do not heed the beck and call of feelings and morality. They dance to a tune of what looks good. We are backed against a wall.
Who? And who would I have then?
Severine, you have not needed anybody for a long time. You have grown into the greatest queen this kingdom has ever seen. And I could not be more proud to have come up and seen that happen.
We'll need to hide the child.
I'll need a new identity for her, as well as for Dash here. I have but one other favor to ask of you.
Name it.
Do you have in your employ any wizard or sorcerer able to cast wish?
You see realization dawn on her face. You would risk that.
He'll look back at everybody else. Trying. I'm really trying to imagine and live a life with what I've done. He didn't deserve that. He didn't deserve any of it. And I wouldn't be able to continue to look at myself if I don't at least try. And a lifetime in banishment seems like a good amount of time to put in the effort that I should have.
You will have a hearing to present your case in front of the mages. Although I can't say that he would be unrestricted in ways. He is the only one with knowledge that we know of that can bring the wards down.
Your Majesty, perhaps we should bring them down anyway.
What do you mean?
Look
Did you not
outside.
see the demons?
The demons, yes, but there are innocents in the north. You see them on the battlefield. They bleed just like our people. They're subjected to a life simply because someone decided they were unworthy. We would be stronger if we had them to face whatever comes our way. And then she'll look at Ken. No matter who tries to attack us.
Give me... There is more to think on than I can deal with at the moment. But I have heard you, Gael. And I will think on it. I suppose I should have you arrested then.
I'd like to think maybe a grand escape. A cunning tactic used by the brother of the Wardbreaker to flee the kingdom would make a much juicier story for the nobles, don't you?
You can see a single tear spilling over and falling down her scaled cheek as she looks at you. No one will know your name. No one will know what you gave up. No one will know the hundreds of thousands of lives that you've saved.
I think it's time for the Locktooth name to die.
Ken Locktooth, I hereby banish you from the kingdom of Olaya. You are stripped of your lands and your titles. And should I or my guard see you again, you will be killed on sight.
As you wish.
She looks at Dash and gives a small smile. I hope that you can give him the future that he deserves.
I know it's not customary for a... I'm so sorry, go ahead.
Nope.
I know it's not customary for a newly banished former head of the Queen's Guard to offer his replacement, but there is a young man just outside this door who has shown great courage in the face of adversity and more heart than I've seen in most nights. I think he would be the fastest protector you have ever had.
Well, I can't wait to meet him.
May I have a moment with Gael?
You certainly may. Know that none of us will ever deserve you. And with that, she squeezes your shoulder and walks from the room.
Don't you say it. Don't you dare say it. I refuse it. I shall not hear of it. I'm going to go home. I'm going to call for you and Dash and Gira.
It's too close.
And you.
They'll know to look for me there.
When have I ever listened to anything you've tried to tell me? Has it not been your job to simply follow me and keep me from falling off the cliff? Not to guide me to a better path. I will summon for you, and you will be protected, you and Dash and Gira, because I am not losing another brother.
Brother. Your brother.
You've always been my brother. Since I first found out about you and Torin, my heart was filled with so much joy and love, and yet sorrow, because nobody could ever know, because you and him could never know. And I carried that burden every time I saw the two of you. And I tried to stay away. I tried not to become familiar.
You really botched that.
I think that is, if we are going to blame anybody, I'm going to blame you and Torin.
I accept the blame.
And you will accept my invitation and my protection once I get home and take my rightful place. and
Guys.
they will know.
Don't go home.
What do you mean?
I made a promise to Torin before. I made a promise to him that I would carry out his dream. But it conflicts with a dream of my own. One of us needs to do it. One of us needs to unite the North and the South. And from that act of diplomacy that I just witnessed in here, by gods, you are the one who will do it. I wholeheartedly believe that.
I will stay and I will help because it is the right thing. Because it was always the right thing. Torin knew it. He just was misled into the best way to bring about. And had I confided in the two of you and let him know.
No. It would not have changed anything. He had a father. He had a man he respected more than anything in this world, and God, Carnarium, I would have made the same choice. If my father asked me to go against the kingdom, before all of this, I would have followed him blindly. There's nothing we could have done. But we may yet get another chance.
Yes. Yes. I will stay and I will help because it's the right thing to do. And then I'm going home. And Ken, if you do not answer my summons when I call for you, the hell that we just witnessed and escaped from and survived in all of this will pale in comparison to the fury that I will bring with me when I find you myself. So please, do what you must for now.
Do you think that she'll want to meet me?
Mother loved the two of you so very much. I think it was probably the hardest decision she's ever had to make. And I think she would be so happy to see you again. Of course. And I think she'll try to give whatever else she has left on her. She'll pull out the rest of her gold. She'll take her amulet because she gave the signet ring to Torin. She'll take her amulet, Solara's sun medallion, and hand it over to Ken. Be safe.
You as well. And
Do we want this to look believable? Shall we stage
Are you asking to
an
punch me?
escape? I was just going to scream, but perhaps this works as well.
Bring.
Perhaps you should punch me.
Heavens, no. No. Dash, Gira, go stand next to the window. And then be ready to jump out of it after I go through it.
Are you finally agreeing to run away with me?
Would be my greatest honor.
Good. Let's find a way out of this plane. You're going to meet my parents.
What? Hold on.
gosh.
Wait. What?
Gael punches herself in the face and screams.
Wait. No. Gaia. Oh shit. And I will break for the window and slam through it.
Dash following behind you, slowly lowering Gira into your arms, and with an absolutely wickedly delighted smile on Dash's face, she is thrilled to be running away with you.
I'm trying to find an Ariel.
Who's outside the door with the guards?
Oh, I didn't know you came with us. You didn't say anything.
Yeah, I went and was staying outside. Yeah.
Fuck.
You heard the plan. You heard what I was. You went around the side.
No,
you knew
Anari was not listening. She really wasn't.
You know, we would have reversed Chewbacca it. We would have reversed Chewbacca.
Chewbacca.
Yeah, somehow.
You know.
That means something else.
Do I find an Ariel? That's like a linchpin in my plan here.
You know, I was that you know where you left her.
Perfect.
You know where you left her on the dog?
Yeah, I will sneak back around the side, and I don't think the queen has told those two guards yet that I've been banished. So I'll walk around the side and look at them both, Eddie's men. Honorio, a moment, please.
Why did you break out the window?
Hey, Rush, shut the fuck up.
Shut the fuck up, bud.
Sorry.
Hey, also, you're probably going to be my replacement, by the way. So, good benefits, great money. You're going to do great. I'm proud of you.
I don't live that long.
Protect her with your life.
And just...
Honorio with me, come on. And I'll tell her on the way, look, I just got banished from the kingdom. We're going on the run. Me, you, Dash, and Gira. What do you say? Come on, adventure of the lifetime.
Let's do this thing.
Fuck yeah, girl. Here we go. We're gonna go find so many wizard towers.
We need to. I got plans. You got plans. We need wizards.
I gotta figure out what the soul thing does in the sword now.
Listen, we can use it. I gotta kill somebody. You got a soul sword. It just seems like it'll work.
All right. Let's go raise a little girl, and I'm gonna navigate a relationship.
Let's go, bud.
He's gonna meet my parents. We just have to figure out how to get there.
Yeah, we need to figure out how to do that. Look, if it takes a while, it takes a while, okay?
They'll love you. What, are you nervous?
No, of course not. I'm a former Queen's Guard. Do I look nervous?
You look a little nervous.
He's definitely nervous.
What about the big green one? Are you going to be like,
oh yes,
Finn.
Well, you're not banished. You can come back.
He has another life, and I can't hold him back from that. So, best I leave.
Without saying goodbye? I would be fucking mad. Don't you ever do that. She looks like, if you leave without saying goodbye,
God,
he would never.
Okay, where's a rendezvous point? Because you're banished. I don't
think I'm banished.
Not you.
You're not banished. I don't think word is quite spread yet. So we have a little bit of. I have a meeting with some of the Mages Council. Let's rendezvous at the It's the south gate, maybe. That'll probably be best. We can head deeper south. I didn't really think this all the way through outside of saving the kingdom. So, yeah, let's go south. Gira,
Cool.
where do you want to go?
I've never been to a beach before.
We're going to the beach.
Beach episode.
We're going to the beach.
We're going to the beach.
As long as I got a Bloody Mary, we're good.
Easy, because your Dash like points at your teeth.
Yeah.
Okay. Ugh. Not for me. I tried it once. Wasn't my thing.
That's okay. I'll just grab a snack on the road when we head out.
Okay.
And then I'll go find Finn.
All right. You see Finn is packing a bag. He's filling a quiver with arrows. He is getting extra bowstrings. He's ready. And when he sees you, initially his face lights up, and then you see that it kind of falls as he approaches you. And there's just no hesitation as he kind of wraps his arms around you, but his face is somber. I'm gonna be hunting some demons. And one of his hands moves to kind of cup your face, and he runs his thumb along your cheekbone as you've kind of come to expect from him. I wish I could give you more. Fuck, I wish I could give you anything. But I can't. We don't get holidays. We don't get weekends. We don't retire. We don't fucking grow old. I'm sorry, Nario.
You were the only thing that made me feel human again. And if that's all that you can give me in this life, it was enough, Finn. You're where you're meant to be, protecting what's left of this world. And I have a mistake I have to go fix.
You know where to find
And
me.
I need to know that someone like you is still in the world.
Tough little chickadee. I'm gonna fucking miss you.
I'm gonna miss you too. But go save the world with, I'm assuming, Oleg.
You know it.
Think of me, okay?
He gives you a sultry wink. I'll think about you all the time.
And with that, I will kiss him and leave.
I'm gonna go inside the queen's room where Ken just broke out of.
Perfect.
I'm gonna knock on
Giles
the
in
door.
there.
Punching
Open the door.
herself.
I saw that the window was open. I just assumed it was okay to come in.
The queen's not in there anymore. She left. Just
Oh.
Gael is in there right now.
Grab Rush and I pull him in and I shut the
Jesus.
door. Listen. And she kind of explains the plan. Now, this is an opportunity for you to show your worthiness, but you have to pull back. You could go after Ken and show how fast you are, maybe bring, I don't know, a piece of something back to show that you're able to catch or whatever.
I still have his badge thing that he gave me. I can say I got him.
Perfect. Now, I can't hit myself hard enough. It needs to be believable. So I just a small, maybe.
Okay, Brockler. Someone had to
Nice.
punch Gael.
Somebody had, and I'm glad it was Rush
And
for
I'd
all the
like
right reasons.
to bonus action flurry of blows. Can I?
Flurry of blows,
Stunning
yeah.
strike.
Stunning
Not a
strike.
poison.
Hand of harm, yeah.
Negative. I think, she'll explain what happened, where they're going, what the plan is.
I will not punch you, but I just had a question for her. But she's obviously not here.
What's your question, Rush?
I just wanted to see if she could help me get a scroll.
She would have walked by you. So when she exited, so if you would have seen where she went.
Okay. So if you want to stay right here, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go talk to her real quick.
Fine, I've got this. Just go, okay?
What? Oh yeah, I'll go chase after the queen.
Oh. I'm sorry. I didn't get your name. However, you came highly recommended.
Hello, I'm Rush. I got this off of Ken. But I had a question. Do you know, um, if you have a pretty high level scroll?
I will need you to elaborate.
Okay. So while I was on the battlefield, I lost someone that I just really wanted to connect with because they reminded me of myself and the fact that they're also alone. And I just always felt alone until I met a friend. I'm not sure what y'all talked about, and I don't want to let anything out that wasn't supposed to be out. So if you just happen to have, I don't know, a true resurrection spell, I
You
just want to save
asked for
someone.
something. You ask for something that is quite a gift. And she looks out at the field at all of the corpses, at the endless death.
I know it's selfish, but I just think that their death could have been avoided. But I feel like they deserve to see what the world is going to eventually be like. If not, it's okay. I know I'm asking a lot. It was just a thought.
I'm afraid I don't carry those with me. They would all be back at the capital, but you can roll a persuasion, but I'd roll it with disadvantage. That's a pretty big ask for not much elaboration.
Am I not proficient with this at all? Oh, that's only one roll. I got a nat 20 and a 13.
13.
Yeah. That's all right.
You'll be in my service for quite some time.
I give it about 30-ish years.
Plenty. Let's get to know each other, Rush, and perhaps you can ask me again.
All right.
Now, we need to get you a uniform.
You have small ones?
What size do they come in?
Queen's Guard come in all sizes.
All right.
Do with this.
Tiniest Queen's Guard in history.
Oh,
We
All
love
right.
it.
Anyone else doing anything?
I'm not even gonna get to say goodbye to Ken.
Anariel, do you
Okay.
not even tell Oleg that Ken's right?
Fuck no, I don't tell Oleg.
How quickly can I get to the Council of Mages?
The Council of Mages is in the capital.
So we have to teleport.
We'd have to teleport there.
Yep.
Is the teleporter open?
It is not, but make an intelligence roll for me.
Oh, it's not that bad. It's a 13.
Mediocre.
You swear there's other ways, but you just can't remember them.
Maybe last roll of the
These boots were
campaign.
made
so-
for walking.
Yeah, horse can go like 20 miles per hour in the right terrain.
That's true.
That's a good point, actually. Yeah. All right. Then I'll just rendezvous with Anariel, and no, we have time. I'm gonna find Oleg.
I would have been looking for you as well, just so
Perfect.
we're on the same page.
Where would I find you?
Maybe we just run into each other.
I love that.
Oh,
Oh,
I was just looking for you.
yeah. No, I was looking for you actually.
Listen, I've been doing a lot of thinking. On our ride back, I sort of like peaceful ride back. I saw you with Dash and Gira, and it just. I know before you told me you're like, oh, like I want to take the oath and join you as a ward knight and go on adventures and slay demons with you forever. And then I was thinking, we don't grow old, we don't have peace. I'm as likely to die in this bronze as the man before me that wore it and the one that wore it before him. And I just feel like maybe you've earned peace.
Look, you're gonna hear a lot of things about me when you get back. He looks to see your gear and whatnot, and it was my greatest honor and highest privilege to have gotten to know you and to fight with you. And the fact that you would even consider me to fight alongside as a brother is more than I feel like I deserve. If you ever need me, I will answer your call.
And you'll know where to find me. Brother. Now I'm shit at these goodbye sort of thing.
Yeah.
As soon as things get emotional, you know me, I just make a dick joke or something. So, in the interest of going out with dignity, good luck.
You too. And, just remember what we did together, not what they say.
Okay.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
I was just thinking, for wherever you're going next, I thought you might take horse 5 with you. It doesn't have a name yet, but it'll last you for a bit.
Yeah, I think
When you know Gira likes horses and all that.
I'll let her know who sent him.
Right. Okay.
As Oleg, as you turn to walk back to the group, you are instantly punched in the face by a brand new bronze hand that is getting tested out. And Ken, you walk back to Dash and Denariel and Gira.
Have one more thing. Well, it's good that she's here. So I imagine my small squad of rowdy individuals are back. I've got a one-armed person, a badly maimed healer. I've got Finn, who's dealing with some hard. At least Frost is like fully armed and operational.
I'm just here. I'm gonna be real.
Frost is Frosty.
I got hit once in that battle, and it was because of my own. I was hitting the gym. That's the only time. I'm just here, man. Like 80 feet away, just I got it, guys. Don't worry.
Well, it's good. The rest of us look like shit. And I just kind of looked them up and down. Everybody back at it, despite everything we've been through, despite some of us being in pretty bad shape, but going back to do the sworn duty that we've all sworn oaths against. Another day at the office, eh, lads?
Be good to get out, stretch my legs, find another couple demons. It's gonna be a good time.
Right. No place I'd rather be. And you see carved into these previously blank spots on his armor, filled with oaths taken by the various ward knights that were before him. What a word, something that he once bore as a symbol of shame, something that he always felt kind of between two worlds, a traitor to his past, didn't fit in with his present, but etched now freshly into his armor, Kore, Orcish for pet.
Finn sees this and you motherfucker. Can I do that too? Because that's honestly pretty badass, and I feel like we already had the matchers and.
I mean, if you want to be matched, but everybody's gonna know you copied me.
Yeah, it's just so bad. I don't wear the armor anyways. But his face turns serious then. Hurts a little bit less.
Just put a hand on your shoulder. And you and I both know in this moment that I'm shit with things like this, so maybe it's better left unsaid. Right. Well, long road ahead of us. Let's say we get stuck in here, lads.
Let's get stuck in.
Start moving.
You can see this entire time, Heron has been like the whole just playing with her new bronze hand. And she's already starting to like carve stuff into that. So we're gonna kill some fucking demons then.
We're gonna kill some fucking demons.
A fucking lot of them.
Fucking right. And you, in kind of a picturesque sun going down in your profiles, standing out, the four of you, well, actually, no, because you have the healer with you as well. The five of you walking out, hunting some fucking demons. Ken, you and Dash ride into the night. Anariel, Gira by your side. Eventually, you have to stop. It's been a long time since you've slept. It has been ages, and rest quickly takes you as soon as you assure that everyone's safe. Anariel, not needing sleep, takes the watch, and very quickly sleep pulls you under. As your eyes blink closed, you see a familiar face. You would know the color of his hair and the color of his eyes, even in the dark. You would recognize the self-assured way that he stands with his weight on one hip. You recognize the person who is waiting for you to get here. Torin, you see your brother.
I'm not mad at you. You know,
Be.
I can't fault you. But I do want to say I'm sorry.
Oh, no.
I didn't want to hurt her. But I didn't have a choice. I couldn't hurt you.
You can try and bring you back. We can try again. We can.
Do you
I know.
remember our mother's rhyme?
Yeah, of course.
You know, those last two lines. What we build shall stand with grace, steady hands in every place. I was trying to build something. And it was worth it. Maybe it wasn't the right way, but it was worth it. I only ask that try to help them. Those who can't help themselves. Those who are stuck. All I was trying to do.
What if I just keep failing like I failed you? What if it's all I can do?
Do you know how many runes I carved that blew up in my face, set the study on fire, cracked a whole stone slab? I failed so much, and I failed. I guess I failed big. I guess maybe I was on the wrong side of things, but you know the great thing about failure is you learn from it. You learn what not to do, and you learn how to do better. I made it as far as I did because I failed, Ken. And you may see it as harsh, watching you across the field when you were training with Father, and he had quite the unique way of teaching, but you still failed, but you learned. Became the best swordsman this kingdom's ever seen. You were head of the Queen's Guard. You failed, Ken, but you continued to walk forward. So did you fail, or did you learn a lesson? One not to repeat. Fira, you know what not to do now. Succeed.
I'm going to miss you. Gods, I wish she could have met you. I wish I could have really met you.
Your sword certainly met me. That hurt, by the way. I wasn't quite a fan of that. I'd request that that doesn't happen again. But
look, you're the one that asked for Father's sword so often. I was just obliging. God, that feels wrong.
That's fair. That's fair.
Oh,
okay.
gosh.
You know what lies beyond there? I'm excited, Ken. The weave is out there. Those runes I wrote day in and day out, the magic I studied, it's here. I can learn so much more. And I have all the time in the world now. But hey, when you mess up, just know you can't mess up worse than killing your own brother.
Yes, I suppose Traitor to the Crown and Kinslayer are not the best monikers I've brought to myself, but Father would be proud.
Well, if I see him, I'll be sure to tell him all your tales.
Oh, you see him, you punch him hard in the face, and you tell him...
If I see him, I'm sure I'm going to receive the same treatment. I slacked off so much on training. Oh, he would never let me hear the end of it. Now I gotta listen to that for eternity? Oh!
You know, Father wasn't always that way. Now we know why. I didn't lie to you about Gael.
I know. I've been with you, I've seen. I just couldn't believe it in the moment. But you know what that is? A failure. And I learned.
You're just gonna keep beating this horse, aren't you?
I am. Kind of like failure. You beat it and beat it until you learn. It's funny how it keeps popping up.
I never knew that I could want you to die so badly, even after you were dead.
Well, I never knew you could be so bad at runes despite me yabbering about it all the time.
I did cock that up, didn't I?
That was rather
You made it
impressive.
look so easy.
It's because I failed.
Gosh. Little brother. I love you.
Learn how to use those runes on that sword. I'll help you.
I will.
What's left of me will help you. Now, I believe you're a traitor or something, so run quick. I hear the Queen's Guard are further on their game.
Yes, one of them is quite fast now, I hear.
Incredibly fast. Well, I think it's time I let you get some rest. I have runes to carve. But sleep well. Sleep tight. Don't like the bang punch bite. Love you, Ken. I'll see you soon. Gordon will walk and
And as the dawn begins creeping up, Torin, there's been a tug that you have been putting off until this moment when you could speak with your brother. And now you feel at peace and you feel excited to learn something new. And you let go and you give in to that tug. And you feel yourself drift away. And Torin, the shade disperses into everything. Thank you, everyone, for watching season 1 of the Bronze Kingdom Carnarium. That is where we are going to wrap up. I am so happy that you guys were my players. I could not have asked for a better group of characters. You guys did so amazing, and I'm excited that I get to keep playing with most of you in this next campaign. I think we're going to run, before we say goodbye to everyone, I think we're going to run that promo for the next one again. Yes.
Please.
Yes.
So good.
But chat, make sure that you give some clapping emojis for my incredible crew. Thank you
Let's
so
hear it
much.
for our DM, our amazing storyteller, the world builder, and the breaker of our hearts. Thank you, Daddy. We love you.
We'll see you next week for Ghosty's new campaign. Bye, everybody.